Imagine a time when India was under foreign rule. The British East India Company controlled vast parts of India, and many Indian rulers were caught in conflicts of their own. But amidst this chaos, brave leaders rose to challenge the powerful empire. Today, we'll explore the glimpses of the past and see how India started its journey towards freedom. Our story begins in the year 1757, a time when the British had a strong hold over India. They were armed with advanced weaponry and wealth, while Indian princes, unfortunately, were fighting amongst themselves. They lacked unity, and many even turned to the British for help. Can you imagine what this did to India's strength? Let's find out. The British were experts at using India's weaknesses to their advantage. They followed the divide and rule policy, making sure the Indian rulers fought each other instead of uniting. This strategy helped them control the country. But not everyone was fooled by this. Some brave leaders stood firm. One such leader was Tipu Sultan of Mysore. A visionary ruler, Tipu Sultan fought the British fiercely to protect his kingdom. He wasn't afraid to stand up against their power. Sadly, he was martyred in 1799 while fighting in the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. But it wasn't just the battles on the battlefield that made life difficult for Indians. The British also imposed unfair practices. People were forced to pay heavy taxes, and their lands were taken away. Local industries were destroyed, and the British profited at India's expense. At the same time, social evils like sati, child marriage, and untouchability continued, making life even harder for the common people. But not all hope was lost. In Bengal, a man named Raja Ram Mohan Roy began to spark change. A reformer and a visionary, Raja Ram Mohan Roy founded the Brahmo Samaj and called for the abolition of sati and child marriage. He encouraged the idea that all religions teach the same values of kindness and humanity. His courage made him one of India's first social reformers, and his work paved the way for many more to follow. But the British didn't stop there. In 1818, they passed the Regulation 3 Act, which allowed them to arrest Indians without a trial. This was a dark chapter in Indian history, as the British continued to oppress the people of India, ruining industries and restricting freedom. They seemed unstoppable, but a new wave of change was just around the corner. In 1835, the British decided to introduce English education to India. This was part of their plan to create a class of Indian clerks who would work for them. But something unexpected happened. The English education produced a new generation of thinkers and intellectuals who began to see through the British lies. These educated minds started to question the system, and they would soon become leaders in the fight for freedom. By 1856, the British had conquered almost all of India. But the Indian people weren't going to sit back and accept this. In 1855, the Santhal tribe rose in rebellion against the British, fighting bravely for their freedom. This was just the beginning of what would become a wave of revolts across the country. In 1857, the Sepoy Mutiny, also known as the First War of Independence, broke out. Mangal Pandey, an Indian soldier in the British Army, becomes a symbol of resistance by attacking a British officer. Sepoys rise up against the British, spreading the revolt across India. The Sepoys marched to Delhi, calling on the last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah Zafar, to lead the revolt. Soon, other Indian rulers joined the movement, including Tatya Tope, Nana Sahib, and Kunwar Singh. India's fight for freedom was truly underway. So, what do you think? History is full of moments like these, where ordinary people made extraordinary decisions. And remember, every story we learn is a reminder that change is possible. Thanks for joining me on this journey through India's past. See you next time. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Edurif to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 8. Thank you.